Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the good, the bad, the ugly of real estate. I'm Rebecca Yusan, and if you know anything about me, you know I am passionate at helping real estate agents figure out how to build a huge business that actually matches them, that's fun and exciting and just successful. Okay. So, you also know how much I love that I get to be with eXp Realty. It's completely changed my life and it's just been the best thing I've ever done. And I'm not the only eXp agent that feels this way. And I am so excited today. We're going to be talking with Holly Amato, and she's going to share her real estate story and how she came to eXp Realty. So, with that, Holly, welcome.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. I'm honored to be a guest today, and I'm really looking forward to our conversation. Thanks so much for having me.
Awesome. Well, we're happy that you're here. So, first of all, we need to know, how long have you been a licensed real estate agent?
So I've been licensed here in Michigan for the past 8 years, and I also have had my broker license down in Florida for about 2 years now.
Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so tell me, in Michigan and Florida, what are the markets that you serve?
So in Michigan, I live in Macomb County, and I serve Macomb and Oakland County. I'm in the tri-state area, if you will, kind of about 45 minutes northwest out of Detroit.
Yeah.
And that's basically where the majority of my business has been. In Florida, it's been open because I'm not able to be down there as much. So I've kind of been working with people in all different areas trying to determine where the best fit is. So that's kind of like a question mark that we're working on right now.
Well, that is exciting. And eXp is definitely the company that you want to be with to do that, because we have tons of agents that started in Michigan and then moved their business down to Florida. And eXp has definitely made that possible and made it so affordable and a no brainer to have business in two states. So I'm super excited for you. We're going to figure that out.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, okay, tell me, when you've been around real estate for a while now, when did you first hear about eXp Realty?
I think it was about 5 years ago when I first heard that there was a brokerage called the XP, and I had 100% misconception around the whole concept
Okay.
and the way it was brought to me. And I'm disappointed by that because what I thought it was and what it actually is were not even compatible.
Oh man, that is a thing. So don't feel bad. A lot of people have misconceptions. But when did you actually come to eXp?
So it's only been about 2 months. And I knew that I wanted to, but one of the great parts of EXP is I wanted to cap with the current brokerage I was with because EXP allowed me to have the cap deferment, meaning that I could come in fully capped. So
Yeah.
that's kind of why I waited a little bit longer than I would have liked to, because I thought, wow, what a great opportunity for this company to allow me to come in and not have to do two caps.
I know that is an awesome perk that we have too, because who wants to have to recap?
No.
That's
And I thought I
crazy.
have to wait a whole year, and I didn't want to have to do that. So they said, no, 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 we've got a plan for that, which I
Oh,
found they have pretty much a plan for everything, which is great.
yep, we sure do. We've been around long enough and we've seen so many different scenarios that I think we can cover them, pretty much all of them now, which is so awesome. So, which brokerage were you with
I
when
was
you
with Keller Williams.
Keller Williams? And how long had you been with Keller Williams?
So out of the 8 years, 7 were with Keller Williams. My first year, I was with Sotheby's because I was working in the Birmingham Bloomfield markets.
Oh, wow.
And,
That's a good
yeah,
market.
it's a great market. And I got into real estate as a single mom. My backstory was I had gotten divorced. I was a teacher prior, and I stayed home with my kids for 10 years, couldn't go back to teaching. So when I got into real estate, I really wanted to learn quickly and initiation by fire. So I worked for another agent in that market doing upwards of 40 million. And it was a great opportunity to learn and grow. But then I realized it wasn't, that brokerage wasn't going to serve where I was going to move forward in my business. So that's when I made the move over.
Okay. Yep. I understand that. So, all right. So, at first, when you heard about eXp Realty, you're like, no, I'm not moving to that crazy place. It's not even what I want. But then you finally made the decision and saw something in eXp that you said, my business can't live without this. What do you think the one thing was that really pushed you over?
So there's two parts to this. My story might be a little bit different than most people, but I had been in a year-long coaching program, and it was the best decision I ever made for my business. And
Oh,
in order to stay in that program, one of the ways to stay in would be to pay an exorbitant amount of money again, or to join eXp. So I already knew that I needed to make a move. I knew where I was at wasn't serving me, and I was hitting my head against a wall in a couple different ways. So I thought, I need to look at this again. I need to take a look at this because I know I'm going to move and I'm going to be able to stay in my program. Well, what I found was, with the agent attraction piece, the residual income that we have, and I had already, been recruiting agents without even trying where I was at. It just organically happens. The stock options that are available to get your cat back in the form of stock, I just thought, they really have a wealth map that I haven't seen with other brokerages. They reward you. They reward you for your success. So I thought that was extremely, like, just cutting edge, quite honestly.
yeah. So you were interested in one, building a huge business and having the tools that you needed for yourself to do that, but also build generational wealth for you and your family. Like, that's a huge deal. I don't think there is any other real estate company that offers that. So
No,
that's
residual is great.
it's
I've always wanted to have a residual base.
yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer. So once you see it, you can't unsee it and you can't walk away from it. So
Exactly.
so how do you think or what have you seen as a change in your personal business since you've come to EXP?
Well, I've seen a couple of changes. First of all, I think the most important thing in when you're business for yourself, not just real estate, but any type of entrepreneurial mindset, is mindset. And when you feel like you're hitting the ceiling, it's a very frustrating place. When you have an opportunity to have that extend and you can see where your goals can align and there's a pathway to get there. Like I mentioned, being licensed in 2 states, something else that's amazing is that cap that we pay, I can be licensed in all states. I pay one cap, I pay one fee. I don't pay two sets, which was happening to me where I was at. And that was not going to help me, especially trying to transition and do 2 markets. So just that bit of assistance there was going to financially help me. Not to mention just all of the relationships and connections. The second I walked into an event, it was right away, right after I joined. It was a big Michigan event. I felt like I didn't know how I would be received. Everyone was nice. Everyone was, hey, let me introduce you to this person. Hey, let's collaborate on this. And nobody was really benefiting from that, but they wanted to do it anyways. So as I open up and look at the relationships, the connections, the mindset, that really connects with me, and then just the ability to look at the trainings, the opportunities. There's just a long road ahead of options. So that just it just gave me a renewed sense of excitement in my business, and the tools that we have available, just a lot of tools. I'm able to better serve my clients in so many ways.
Yep, absolutely. And I've definitely experienced that friendliness that EXP agents have. And I think part of it is because we know we all benefit when we each do better individually. So I
Right.
think that's part of it. And I think that's fun. I love meeting brand new EXP agents and just, loving on them and welcoming them in and saying, let's go. What can we do to help each other be bigger and better? Because even though we might be in the same market and compete in the same market, we still have a different twist to how we do things. So if we just help each other along, it's not like we're just not really competing with each other. If we help each other, it's so weird how that happens, but the more giving you are with your secrets, the bigger your business actually comes. So
It's a
it's
mindset
really
thing.
exciting.
There's enough business for everyone. When you have that scarcity mindset that there isn't, that's where the problem is. So it's just that getting that mindset that when you give, it comes back to you.
I totally agree. I love that. So, all right. So you mentioned there's a lot of things that EXP has to offer as far as tools and training. Is there something that you've been seeing that EXP offers that you really want to add to your business?
There's a couple things. The first is the luxury division. Um,
Ooh,
I would love to get that designation as well as get into the luxury division because I know they've got, some tips and tricks and just ways to really enhance that when you have the listing, to pull in the correct buyers and just there's a lot surrounding that. So I'd like to move in that direction anyways with my business and be able to implement that. So that's huge. And then, EXP has their iBuyer program with express offers, which I haven't even really looked at it too much yet because I believe in like get in your lane, do it well, and then expand. But that's something on the horizon that I'd love to be able to implement because I can see different areas that would really be helpful and, offering that full stop shop to people.
yeah. And with the market changing, our iBuyer program might just explode. So that's so exciting that we have so many options for our sellers and just for the general public. So, and with the luxury program, I mean, that's going to be huge. How many real estate companies have luxury agents that actually want to show you their tricks? Like,
Right.
that's insane. Like most luxury agents are, oh, I don't have time for you. I'm a luxury agent and I've already built
Yeah.
my business and you'll never be who I am. But ours are different. They actually want to share and they want to make us the number one luxury real estate company in the world. And that is huge. So, yeah, definitely you need to decide which one you're going to start and do it, finish it, and do it big. So, I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. Me too.
Yes. So, all right, you've already mentioned quite a few things that you love about eXp Realty, but can you tell me what your favorite thing is? Like what sticks out at the top? Like I can't live without this anymore.
So if I have to choose just one thing, it's definitely going to be the long-term wealth building capability between residual income and the stock because we never know what's going to happen in our lives. God forbid, like thank God I'm healthy and everything's going well for me today, but if something did come up, last year I had to take some time off because I lost my mom and I didn't have a residual base. Thankfully I had business that I was able to move through that, but it would be nice to know that in the event that something life challenges come about that I would have that to sustain me and as a backup, like a
Yep.
plan B.
Totally agree. And so many people I'm hearing lately have said, "Yeah, my rev share check pays all my bills, pays my house payment, my car payment, all the things that I need to take care of to live." And
Mhm.
then with the stock, when our stock went through the roof, people were buying homes, investment properties, paying off their homes. It was a life changing event that happened for so many people. And it was so fun and exciting to watch and see how people's lives changed just because they came to EXP and followed the system and continued to do what they love. So I'm super excited for you to start experiencing all of that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, you and I are pretty positive and rosy girls, but is there anything that you regret since you've come to EXP?
Yes, I regret that I waited so long. I regret that I didn't actually, the way that, like I said, the way it was presented to me, it was almost like a in your face, you got to join, you got to join, you got to join with me. And it was like, that repelled me a lot
Oh,
because
yeah.
I thought, is this real estate or is this just recruiting? And, and since then, the people that I've connected with always lead with real estate. And it's like they offer so much value that you want to say, hey, what are you doing? with your team. Like they again, agent attraction. I
Yep.
haven't experienced that. So unfortunately, I didn't have the right view of it. But I wish that I would have dug in deeper and done my own research and not waited so long. Because like you just said, they had that big boom and all these people experienced that. So I do regret that I couldn't have been part of that. But
Oh.
there's plenty of time in the future.
Oh yeah, there's much more coming. So you just hang in there. Don't worry. I know when I first started, the person, Sylvia Dana and I, she brought me to EXP. She and I went to New Orleans for EXP Con, and we had no idea what we were doing yet or what we actually had our hands on, but we met someone that was early in EXP, and he said, "Girls, just get in here and work your butt off," because he was a millionaire just because his stock. So, and it just takes time and work and you can get there. So that, like, we were like, yes, we're going to be millionaires just on our
Yeah,
stock. And it's true. So, whew, I'm so excited for you to experience that.
it's
So,
exciting.
yes. So, my last question for you is, there are a lot of people considering coming to eXp Realty. What's your best advice to them as a new eXp agent yourself?
So the people who are considering it and haven't joined yet, I will say, I think that mindset block is, oh, it's so much work. I have to learn a new system. What if I don't understand cloud based? I would say you need to just shove that aside. You literally have nothing to lose. There's
Mhm.
nothing to lose. You have so much to gain. My advice is, again, like, I don't do what I did and wait so long. Don't hesitate. Really get in there, take a look at everything and move forward, because you really, I have never heard of anyone that's regretted it personally.
Yep.
Anyone who gave it a fair shot and really understood everything, you
Yep.
know.
I totally agree with that. Like, you might feel like you're taking a couple steps back when you first come over because it's like
Mhm.
a fire hose of
Yeah,
information and things that you need to have and do.
yeah.
But there's a reason for that. You're
Mhm.
going to be building $1 million business here, and that takes time and it takes a really strong foundation.
Yeah.
So that's great advice. So if you're struggling right now, call Holly. Holly will
Right.
help you get through that initial crazy that you're going to
Yeah. I
experience,
will,
right?
because it was about 2 weeks of, oh my gosh, because I'm used to knowing, I feel like I know what I'm doing all the time. I was a teacher, right? So I have that whole be a perfectionist thing that I'm recovering from. But it
Yes.
was like for 2 weeks, I was like, I was a little frustrated because I didn't know everything yet. But after 2 weeks, I had it. And if I didn't have it, there was someone that could do it. There was a plan for it. And it was like, okay, this is, then I relaxed and I was like, this is awesome. And I just, again, we have those mindset. We look at the tiny little minutia and we hold ourselves back from this huge opportunity. And we have to stop doing that in
Yep.
all aspects of life, but especially when you're choosing a company to partner with and build, like you said, $1 million plus business. You need to have that company that has the platform and the foundation and the opportunities. So when you keep reaching the next level, you're not going to hit a ceiling because there's always somewhere else you can go.
You are absolutely right. And one of the things that we were talking about before we came online, you want to come back to Florida.
Dude,
And so we're both Michigan girls who want to be in Florida, and it's the best thing I've ever done. And I know that you can't wait to get back down here. So I think we might have to have another series, how to move to Florida and build your real
I would
estate
love
business.
that. And I'll be the guinea pig and you can give
Okay.
me the action items and I will follow them.
Okay. Yeah. I have so many people asking me how to make it work and how to do it. And EXP was the missing link that I needed to make it happen. So I'm so excited we get to work on that together for you as well. So, with that, Holly, thank you so much for sharing with us. I know you're going to help a lot of people make big decisions with their business after they listen to this. And I can definitely tell you're going to continue to build a huge business for yourself and your family and take great care of your clients and just do some amazing things. So I'm so excited we got to connect and share your story.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. It's been an amazing time for me as well. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon.
I love it. Let's do it. We'll see you everybody soon and just go be amazing for the rest of this week.